looks like Ubisoft and The Division are in the news today because a German website leaked out information about development on The Division 2. And ever since that leak, it looks like Ubisoft has just went ahead and announced that they are working on the game. You can see the logo clear as day on their Uplay page and on their website. Now, when it comes to the development of the game, it is being led by Massive Entertainment, who actually made the first game, and it's being driven in close collaboration with a bunch of other Ubisoft developers. So it looks like Ubisoft is pulling a lot of the developers just to make this game, which is something that is going to be really good to see because they need to be a lot bigger and bolder with The Division 2. Now, ever since this leak has occurred, we actually had a comment from an actual employee at Massive where he actually talked about some of the things that you can actually see in the game. He actually talked about how The Division 2 will be based on an updated version of the Snowdrop engine that will help us realize our ambitions for this title. More importantly, we can also invest in all the experiences we accumulated over the past 2 years in this sequel to ensure everything goes well. The developer continued to say that over the past few years, it has been incredible for the team here at Massive. We have started working on The Division. It was immediately clear to us that we had something very special here and something we really wanted to do right from the start. But we also know that we would not have been able to achieve this ambitious goal without your help. We never stopped striving to make The Division even better, and our recent update 1.8 is a testimony to how we can see your overwhelmingly feedback and support. When we released our game in 2016, it was clear to us that it was just an open chapter of a much bigger saga. So we're excited to share more information with you today about what awaits you in the Division universe next. We are pleased to announce that we are currently working on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Now, before I get into the conversation of how I feel about The Division 2 being announced today, let's talk about some of the things that they actually said is going to continue with the original Division game. One of the first things they wanted to talk about is the celebration of their 2-year anniversary, and they will actually have support with the game going forward on 2 more updates. These 2 updates will be new global events, including more legendary difficulty missions and an Xbox One X update that will rediscover the beauty and ambience of New York City with all the stunning details in both 4K and 1080p. Also, as an addition, as of June 2018, players will also be able to play Crests, which are specific achievements that will allow them to unlock Division 2 rewards. Now, I really want to talk about this Xbox One X enhancement. They do say 4K and 1080p, so I'm really hoping that means we can get a 1080p version of the game and it runs at 60 frames per second. I hope that doesn't just mean that you will just get the really good super sampling down to 1080p if you have a 1080p display, because the game doesn't running a native 1080p on regular base Xbox Ones and Xbox One S's, because I really enjoyed the time that I played The Division on PC. I was running that game at 1080p before I got my 1440p monitor, and I believe a lot of people will be blown away just by 1080p with higher res textures in the game. I put over 100 hours in this game on PC and enjoyed every minute of it while I was playing it, up until they actually got a lot of the bugs in the game and it was just kind of broken, which, like he said in this update, ever since 1.8 the game has gotten a lot better. Now, I do want to play this game on Xbox because I have a lot of friends that are still playing it now, because now that they have an Xbox One X enhancement, it's going to really make me want to go out and actually play this game with my friends on that platform. When I was playing this game on PC, it was mostly a life decision because I was just in a car accident, I was in a hospital, so I had my laptop there and I was able to download it and play it in the hospital on my laptop, which was really cool. And ever since I got home from the hospital, I continued to play it on PC just because there was no reason to play it on console. I already had so many hours into the game. Now, after a few years, this is actually another good reason to actually jump into the game again and experience 1.8, which I have not experienced yet, and actually just start and grind with some of the friends that are already playing the game on the Xbox One. So that's actually a really good thing that they're doing, and I'm super happy to hear it. So let's talk about what I think about the Division 2 being announced today. First thing, I think this was actually leaked out way earlier than they wanted to. I don't think this was something that Ubisoft actually wanted to talk about now. They did say that they're going to make this a public debut at E3 this year in June, so we're not going to get really no more information about the game until then. But I do like the fact that they are actually trying to live up to the expectations of the first game. The first game was great out of the gate. 1 through 30 when it came to your leveling was amazing. The end game was the problem with it. They constantly updated this game from 1.0 to 1.5 to 1.7. Now we're at 1.8, and you saw incremental changes in the game over the course of its lifespan to actually get people more involved and wanting to come back to the game. Now the game is probably in the best state it's ever been, and this is what they're actually trying to look forward to when they're trying to forecast what they want to do in the Division 2. There's one thing that I wish Bungie would have did with Destiny 2, and that was go back and implement a lot of the things that they did over a course of a whole year that was put into Destiny 1. I feel that's why there's such a disconnect to people that actually played Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, because there was so much stuff that was left out of the game that they fixed and made quality of life changes that were so much better than they are in Destiny 2. Most people just were in culture shock because it was something completely different than what they actually were used to in Destiny 1. So this is something I think Division is actually doing, and Massive Game is probably doing a really great job of actually just documenting the changes they're making in the game now to make sure that those things are implemented in the newer version of the game. And the fact that Ubisoft has moved a lot of their studios over to this game to actually help with the development will free up Massive, the actual developer of the game, to hone in those actual points that they actually want to really harness all of their attention to and give other developers other pieces of the game to actually build around the core that they want to build as a game overall. But there's one thing for certain, I definitely can't wait for E3. I didn't know if they were actually going to continue the Division with another numbered sequel or they were just going to keep building on the one they have now. I think they're in a situation where they feel like they got as much out of Division 1 as they can, and they need a fresh new sequel to actually reinvigorate the actual gaming landscape to get people back into the game on a bigger level overall. So this is all good news, guys, but honestly, what do you think? Division getting an Xbox One X update enhancement. You gonna jump back in to actually see what that's like? Did you ever play the Division? Is this gonna be a game that's gonna be on your list to actually play before E3 so you can get excited for Division 2? Let's talk about that in the comment section. And if you are somebody that played the Division, are you gonna be super excited for the Division 2? Is this enough to actually want to get you excited to actually see what they have to offer for this game? Let's talk about that in the comment section too. And as I always say, thanks for watching this video. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Like this video if you like the content. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Turn on those notifications. It's gonna let you know the next time one of my videos go live. It's your boy Gaming Forte. You guys have a great week, and I'm gonna talk to you in the next video. Peace.